Hello and welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel. You almost blend into this. Could be a red screen.
Luckily,
I'm doing contrast here. Welcome to our July 4th show.
You know when July 4th show.
Yeah, but
are we doing? June.
Yeah,
we're still in June because July 4th is not until next week, which is next month.
Yes, but we like to preview that because we can't do it every day of the week. No. Just 2 days of the week we're on.
Yes.
So we're sort of done with Negroni week, almost theoretically. It started the 24th, and it would be done.
But we did Negroni month.
Yes, we did the whole month of Negronis. So rather than leaving it, we're going to explore the white Negroni, since I've gotten feedback and people, especially from Beth Pollock. And Beth Pollock mentioned a white Negroni made with Sousa. You don't see this too often, Sousa.
Isn't the term white Negroni an oxymoron?
No, because Negroni is not the color of the drink, it's the name of the count who developed it.
Well, what color
Thank
was
you for asking. He was Italian.
Oh.
So,
which means he's part black.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. The Moors, yeah. Maybe that's why they're called it. So, it's very similar to Negroni, which has 3 different alcohols.
Same amount of each one.
This week started a spate of websites talking about all the different Negronis there are. If you do more than 3 ingredients, I don't know what you're doing.
It's not a Negroni.
Yeah, people are augmenting them a little bit.
Not that there's anything wrong with coloring outside the lines.
Yes,
we have no problem with that.
And some of them have weird infusions and stuff. What? I'm not gonna shake it like a Negroni. I'm going to. Since it's lighter color, I'm going to stir it about.
Are you putting in the Sousa?
This is Sousa. You're going to want to taste this, I think.
Just to be sure.
Just to be sure.
Almost like what we were talking about earlier.
Yes. We weren't saying anything about that. Does it taste like it? Because you would know.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, good.
Much worse.
Well, you're a connoisseur.
It's got an interesting yellow tint to it.
Yes. It's got a sort of greenish, goldish bottle.
Kind of a musky aftertaste.
Oh, and both drinks, we're going to do the Aperol the next part of the show, but the Sousa, the gin, and Lillet is a very popular mixer with this. It's used in most of the white Negroni concoctions.
Lillet is good. It's basically an Aperol or wine.
It's an aperitif. It's a fortified white wine, which means it's got about 18% alcohol, but it's used a lot in a lot of drinks, and
you can drink it straight.
It's actually used in the famous Corpse Reviver number 2.
Which we had on the show.
So no, we didn't, because you don't like you don't like absinthe.
That's right.
Did you knock this back? You're not. You want to fit?
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm stirring it because with lighter liquors, I don't think you have to infuse them that much. So let's see. It actually smells really good, and I don't really drink, I just smell.
Well, you know how we both are.
Yeah, we're very sensitive people.
And we're not drinking, we're tasting, sampling. That's
we never drink.
Down the hatch.
It smells great. It smells like the ocean in a way. Doesn't it smell?
I think it's the gin that does that. That brings that essence. But it's a good drink.
Wow. You know what Sousa has that makes it a little different? Gentian.
Oh, violet gentian?
Gentian is gentian violet?
Gentian violet.
Like that? Yeah. So there's a lot of drinks that do have gentian. Sailors is an aperitif that has it. I'm sure you can find that in my local refrigerator.
And where does the name Sousa come from?
S-U-Z-E.
Yes.
Those 4 letters.
I see.
I don't know. Where does Aperol come from?
Damn to find it.
We know where the word gin comes from. Gin.
Yes, where does it come
Genevieve,
from?
Juniper.
Juniper.
There you go. Where does the word juniper come from?
Father Junipero Serra. No?
Where does he come from?
Who brought religion to the Indians of
Southern
California?
Who named the trees juniper? I have no idea.
I don't know. Juniper.
Juniper. There is a Genevieve gin, which is a little stouter and more rugged. So what do you think? Orange, lemon, maybe?
It's not bad. Again, it's more on the sweet side.
Then what? Sourdough bread?
No, then something that isn't. You know,
But you can taste the gentian from this, man. This is really a strong thing.
well, people who are looking for a sweet drink, this would be right down their alley.
Not really, because a lot of people, when they say sweet, they mean your typical New Mexican red wine that people go to the wine festivals for, which is what they all drink.
Oh, party
They
wines.
drink those, yeah.
Well, this is a sweet cocktail. Okay?
But I
Some
think
might call it a girly drink.
you got a little bit of the bitter of the gentian, and there could be wormwood in it for all I know.
That's true. It could be worse. It could be much sweeter, and I'm glad it's not.
Well, you came to the right place, Mark, for being glad it's not sweeter.
Because I know how you like those sweet drinks, Michael.
I like drinks. I don't try to.
Sweet,
You
sour.
know, most people, a lot of people say they're colorblind.
Yeah.
I'm taste blind.
Taste blind?
Yeah, I don't.
Flavor
make a
blind.
preference. It's a good drink. So the Aperol is going to be sweeter, I think,
Yeah, so I think it will be.
and probably more.
It looks sweeter just in the bottle.
Because it's like an orange tangerine flavor.
Yeah, it's artificially colored. And
No, this one isn't. You
Oh,
know,
come on.
Campari was artificially colored, and they had to change it to make it. Actually, it was naturally colored Campari.
Yeah.
And they had to make it artificially colored because it was
It wasn't
naturally
selling?
colored. No, it was selling well. It's artificially colored with red ant skin.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Well, at least
people
it's
said if you're a
natural.
vegetarian, you couldn't have it.
That's
But
true.
now
If
it's-
you're a strict vegetarian.
Now it's a red thing.
Ah, and sectarian, you can eat it.
You eat insects, right?
Not knowingly. But it's in
I
most bread.
understand you work on your book outdoors, so
I do.
you have to eat insects. You go, what's that? You go, it tastes like a dragonfly.
Well, there's always the little bugs that it gets very annoying sometimes sitting outside working on a manuscript in the
I know.
afternoons. Hey, you know, this
What?
is
Oh.
the 4th of July coming up. We have the Electric Light Parade on July 3rd.
You know, everybody calls it the 4th of July. That's the date it is. It's really Independence Day,
true.
isn't it?
It is.
You know, people say, oh, 4th of July. Well, it's like calling, are you celebrating December 25th?
Well, you can get away with it.
Or my birthday?
If you ask somebody, do they have a 4th of July in Zimbabwe? They'll say no.
Yes, they
Really?
do.
They have a 3rd, they have a 4th, and a 5th. Now, so the Electric Light Parade is the night before the 4th of July celebration, right?
What day would that be?
That'd be the 3rd of July.
Oh, okay.
And
you're
so
good at
floats,
math.
I kept trying to have the station have its own Electric Light Parade float. And each year I run into a brick wall as I bring it up.
Show that. We could have done that, which looks like an outhouse on fire.
Those are copies of
Is
our
that
show going up in
Is
smoke.
that an outhouse on fire? We should do that.
Methane
You
gas.
put a bunch of outhouses on a pickup, and that's our show.
Put some lights on it.
2 boxes of, Anyway.
Now then, okay, so this
Look
is
at
on
that.
the 3rd.
What is that? That's fireworks?
No, those are hot air balloon flares. Now, this is on the 3rd. It runs from North Solano, Madrid and Solano, all the way south to Hadley. Then they turn into Hadley and break down at Mearside Park. So that's on the 3rd, Michael. I'm sure you'll be
I'm
there.
sure they're going to break down, huh?
And then the following night,
Emotionally.
on the 4th.
Yes. But don't keep me in the wing. Tell me. Oh, please tell me. What's on the 4th?
You won't
Mark?
want to miss Night Ranger.
Night Ranger. I loved him. Wasn't he Lone Ranger's brother? Who
His
was
darker
that?
cousin.
Oh.
No, Night
He was
Ranger.
Negroni Ranger?
The hair rock and roll band from the 80s.
Hair rock and roll band.
Yes.
Since then, people have been bald. Bald
And-
bands have never been a real event, you know?
And so, anyway, they're getting paid big bucks to come and play in concert. And they're the headliners for the 4th of July
And the other
celebration.
guy, you can't even pronounce his name, can you?
Who?
I don't know. They're having a ukulele player.
Oh, yes, ukulele master.
Yes.
I don't know
You
his
didn't even
name.
write that down.
I can hardly say
I
ukulele.
saw a group that was hard to remember their name this weekend. Mm-hmm. It's drifting through my mind. What could it
Well, the
be?
people that we saw at...
No, the drifters, for God's
oh, they
sake.
drifted. It drifted through your mind.
Yes, it drifted.
Yes, well, anyway.
Yes, they
so
were good.
Night Ranger will be playing, and then after that will be the big celebratory fireworks display. And this is all
Which you can see from most places in town.
well, no, this is on the, at the
'cause you'll be
university.
last year, yeah.
It's going to be at the university now, south end of the university, next door to the stadium.
I'll be able to see it from my roof.
You could probably see it from your place.
Yes.
Yes. And so that's going on the 4th of July. It's all free out there,
I see it right now. Why do I have to bother
free
going?
of charge. You can be able to hear it from your place. Definitely.
How stoned do you have to be to really appreciate fireworks? on a scale of 1 to 1?
You don't have to be, but it doesn't
Okay.
hurt. It doesn't hurt at all.
Okay.
Now, one thing, Michael, we have to celebrate.
Yes.
This week
Well, this is...
marks 2 birthdays. Mine
Yes.
and
Is that why you shaved?
10 years of Double Talk.
That was last week.
Well, this week
What'd
is
you do?
closer.
Find out later?
The 25th, my birthday, was the first day we did the show.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. The 25th of June was
To
the
make
day
you
we did
happy?
the show.
That was a present for you from Chris?
The 25th of June years ago was also the day I worked on the David Letterman show. Just happened to work out that way.
Wow.
So yes, 10 years of Double Talk.
And
Michael,
you retired already. And this is your
And I'm
10th
still going.
birthday. 10th anniversary.
Yeah, so this show.
Well, that's pretty good. It also is,
It's the 10th anniversary of Michael Jackson's death.
but we don't know how to feel about that. I mean,
And-
everybody liked him up until the movie.
And,
And then people just don't know. The pre-movie Michael Jackson, that's the
Yes.
guy you like.
and also, well, Farrah Fawcett also died the exact same day.
I remember that, yes.
And nobody paid much attention to her demise because Michael Jackson got all the press.
He got after press. Well, he died in an unusual manner, and she died from a disease, right?
Well, yes, that's true. She had cancer. Hers was squalid. Well, so was his.
Squalid, but artificial.
Yes.
Perhaps self-induced or...
But on a nice note,
Oh, thank you. God, I'm
Las
getting
Cruces
so depressed here.
is in the top 50 running right now for nicest place in America.
And by nicest, it doesn't mean nicest place to live. It
No.
means we have the nicest people.
Yes.
They don't count us.
The Reader's Digest.
Yeah.
is
What a
putting
good
on
place to do nice
this
things.
contest. You know, it's a self-aggrandizement the process because
What's your opinion?
they came up with the contest, and now
Yeah.
whoever wins gets to be on the cover
Ooh.
of Reader's Digest.
Would you wear your beard for that when you win?
Well,
You're supposed to write in and do your vote between us and 49 lesser communities. This is one category where you don't want to be the last.
that's right.
We
We're
can be the
in everything
last
else.
in education and
Last
child
in
welfare
child
and
welfare.
income, but to be nice, we want to be first
That's
because
right.
we're just, I mean, it is a nice place to live. And I think it's a good community. It's got a lot of diversity. It's got a lot of people who
Well,
hang out together.
I've been a lot of places, and I'm not willing to commit that the people here are the nicest of any place
You
else.
lived in Los Angeles. What else can you compare this to?
Well, I'm not counting that.
You're not comparing.
There's too many not nice people there.
Wait, you lived on both sides of town.
I did.
And which side is nicer?
And I prefer the middle
The middle
part
side
of town.
Yes.
So anyway, if you want to send in an essay saying why you think Las Cruces is the nicest place, you can do that, and you have until July 21st, and just send it in to readersdigest.com.
Yes. And what day does July 21st fall on?
That'd
Is
be-
that a holiday?
That'd be the
Are we celebrating July 21st?
first. We're not.
Oh. So you mean you're saying it is a date, not an event.
That's the date.
So happy.
That's
if
the
we win,
deadline.
if we win, we're going to celebrate July 21st then.
Well, then we'll have something to celebrate.
Just like TRC got its name because it won it.
They won a contest to change his name.
Got a free
Truth
library.
or Consequences.
Yes.
And they got Ralph Edwards coming in out for 50 years.
And
every
Ralph Edwards,
years.
which was cool. And
Yeah.
Ralph Edwards is the name of the park. It's not a coincidence.
No, it's not at
No,
all.
it's not.
Now, also, we need to remind people that the Rio Grande Theater will be closing on July 31st.
The last day it's going to be open. Is this
Yes.
going to come later? Do you
coming
have
up.
this are you listing this later?
So
Tonight is
the final thing showing at the Rio Grande Theater before it closes is the cinema series of classic films, and tonight they're showing The Maltese Falcon.
Can I get a strawberry Maltese Falcon?
Yes, you
That
can.
would be good.
And so that's tonight at the Rio Grande Theater, 7 o'clock. And come on down, it's a classic film.
I think you can buy tickets online. It might be too late now.
Humphrey Bogart, no, you just show up and get a ticket, Michael. It's never packed. Humphrey Bogart, Sidney Greenstreet, Peter Lorre,
Peter Lorre, that's what's his
Mary Astor,
classic
directed
thing.
by John Huston. It's his first film, as a director. And it's a very nice film.
It definitely is a classic.
Film noir.
Maybe not the beginning, but pretty close to the beginning, right?
Early film
Dark,
noir, the 30s.
seedy, guy in a top hat
Yeah.
going,
Yeah.
made Joe Friday.
And so, yeah. And
do we have to take a break now?
It'll be good to see it on the large screen, so let's take a break.
Yes.
We'll come back with
We'll
part
come
two.
back with Aperol,
These wild
white
Negronis.
Negronis.
What is it?
A white greenie. We should do a green greenie.
All right, I'll empty this.
Oh. Is it real? Is it real? Is it something I can feel? Is it real? Is it real? Is it something I can feel? Tell me, is it real? Is it real? Is it something I can feel? Is it real? Is it real? Is it something I can feel?
Call Mark Goldstein, the Safe Money Guy, at 575-556-2472 to learn about innovative strategies now available to help you grow, protect, and preserve your money and financial future, regardless of market conditions.
Hi, welcome to Okazuri.
It's our happy hour sushi fest. We placed our top sushi rolls on special from $4 to $6. And our ice cold draft beer is only $2.50. Have a California roll, banderito roll. Sit at the floating sushi bar and the kids eat for only $2. From 2 to 5, Monday through Thursday, located on University in the Pan Am Plaza. It's our happy hour sushi fest.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here! Horizon Granite is here. We'll come to you to customize your kitchen and bathroom with beautiful countertops and cabinets. Find out more at horizongranite.com. Call us at 575-650-3180.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here!
Make yourself a beautiful home.
Come to Tacos El Borrego de Oro in Las Cruces. We are celebrating $1 Taco Tuesdays. Come enjoy authentic Mexican food for the whole family. Bring the family to Tacos El Borrego for $1 Taco Tuesday and Flauta Thursdays.
There you go.
So great. You do all these different beers. Like that.
Okay.
Nice.
Guys, not all.
Welcome back to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel. The guy in the booth is called Chris. Mark had something to say to Chris.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Since
Go ahead.
we couldn't reach him during the break, we're going to go back to the consumer fireworks because I want to make sure that everybody knows what they can and cannot have for the 4th of July here in Las Cruces.
And while he's looking for that, we're going to make another alternative Negroni, which is tacitly called the lighter Negroni.
Fireworks may not be sold to anyone who is intoxicated or under the age
of intoxication.
20.
20?
No.
21? 18? 3.5?
16.
Oh, I don't know.
They have to have a parent if they're any younger than that. And
okay, those of you who are following the drink, we're doing a little bit of Aperol, which is great for an Aperol spritz and for other reasons. And we're mixing that with the good old standby Lillet, which is also good to see.
Yes, and I also would like to encourage everybody who sets off fireworks at their own house, out in the street, or wherever, please clean up your mess afterwards. People like to leave their mess out there, showing off how much fun they have with their fireworks.
That's not why they do it. They do it because they're lazy.
Well, that's just low life, to leave your mess for somebody else to clean up. But
wait, isn't that like when you live at home with your mom?
Well, see, people who don't clean up their fireworks mess are never going to be part of the nicest place to live.
Oh yeah, we have to keep our town clean. See, this has a different color. It's a little more tangerine-y.
Now, due to dry weather, you have to be careful when you set these things off. But generally, about the 4th of July, it always rains. So it's not going to be dry. You don't have to worry much about that.
Okay, this is the Negroni, white Negroni number, whatever. This is a drink from Charlotte Voisy from Small Screen TV on YouTube.
All right. Charlotte?
More fruity flavor, I think.
Yes, a bit
Would you call
sweeter.
it sweet? Isn't the only taste that there is in your palate. You don't have. What about
I have to
umami?
start with
Do you have any
something.
umami?
It doesn't have a lot of umami.
It does have a lot of umami.
What?
There's a umami coming out of its nose here. Oh, there's a little umami coming out of your nose. Let me
No, it's
get
not.
rid of
No,
that.
it's your mommy.
Oh, not my mommy. This is a pleasanter.
I think I like it better than the first one. So you put in Aperol,
Lillet, gin,
and Beefeater.
Beefeater. Some people like Tanqueray and some people like Bombay. And I like Beefeater because there's more. What? Yes, these three.
Yes.
The first one was these three. And next week we'll make these musical so you can, those of you who have
bong.
musical memory, you could hear it. Bong, bong, bong.
Yes.
Or bong, bong, bong. You can do Aperol. There is a Negroni where, well, we did it last week, where you can use regular Negroni stuff and put Prosecco in it. Right? We did that.
We did that. And
2 weeks
nice
ago.
and bubbly.
2 weeks ago. It was really good. Since then, I've discovered, because I was at a restaurant that did not have Prosecco on, single drink.
Very few restaurants do.
They had Brut. This was Sunset Grill. They had Brut, which is a champagne.
Which is a very dry champagne.
Very dry champagne. So I did that. It didn't quite work, so I had them put in a little splash of Cointreau. It was great.
So you had
It was
Brut and Cointreau and what else?
Brut, Cointreau, Campari, and sweet vermouth.
Oh, Campari and sweet vermouth. We did. Okay.
We were at a place. And the place I think happened to be Sunset Grill. Another night that week, they ran out of red vermouth. Why? Because it was Negroni week. It was Negroni week. 3 places celebrated Negroni week in town, including Si Signor.
Yes.
I think in Canto, and believe it or not, okay, not going to believe this one. Farley's.
Farley's.
Yes, Farley's.
I never go to the Farley's bar. How did you know?
Because it's listed in the Imbibe website.
Oh.
Imbibe are the people who work with Campari to publicize the Negroni week. And also Choppi's, which isn't technically in town, but it would be hard to believe.
Yeah.
Those guys are going, can I have a Negroni and a Bud Light?
In that order.
Right.
I'm surprised that the Hacienda wouldn't have that.
Huh. I think they did.
They must.
I think they did.
How about El Patio?
No, I just told you who had them.
That's it?
That was it.
Oh, I
3 places.
But you're telling me some of whom?
No, 3.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure about Encanto.
Well, if there's only 3, then Las Cruces cannot be the nicest place to live. I mean, if you only get Negroni 3 places.
Yes, but that's 3 times as much as last year, where it was only Si Signor.
Well, the Amador has them. You know that? Amador has it.
Now, but they didn't go in on Negroni week.
Oh.
There are places that go in that buy Campari
with the hype.
and can do Negronis, but not many people sign up for Negroni week, which is where you give money to a charity.
Oh, really?
Yes, for every Negroni you drink, they give $1.
Oh, okay.
So Negronis used to be $10. Now they're at 11.
No, they're not $10.
No, they're not $10.
They should, whatever a cocktail is, that's what they should be. Okay.
This is quite nice, the Aperol one. The Sousa one I will tinker with and see how to
All right, well, now,
get it together.
You said the Negroni is named after Count Negroni.
I told that story.
What country was Count Negroni from?
Did you want to guess, or are you just?
I'm asking.
Are we going to talk about Italy? Count Negroni was from Italy. The drink in Italy used to be the Americano. And the Americano was Campari, sweet vermouth, and soda water or seltzer, whatever they call it.
Yes, and they added the gin to it.
Yes, and he said, I don't want that. I
Count
just want
Negroni.
gin. Okay.
So
are you going somewhere here?
He's from a foreign country.
No, he's not. He's from Italy.
Well, it's not foreign to him.
If you were in Italy, it wouldn't be foreign.
Yes. But here...
I'm in Italy a
Here,
lot.
we have the census coming up next year, Michael. Every 10 years, we do the decennial.
Oh, it's about time we came to our census.
Now, I worked for the Census Bureau for several years.
Which is why we get so little money here.
And they have ongoing surveys and studies all the time, which is what I was doing. Then, in addition, an entirely different department does the decennial. And so, anyway, that was my government job. And
so you're a Fed. You're a Fed, aren't you?
For the decennial,
yeah,
they wanted to put a questionnaire in in these series of questions, asking people if they are a citizen of the United States.
Oh, how do you know if you're a citizen?
You know it.
You do?
It's like one of those things you know, Michael.
Ooh.
It's like pornography.
Is this what you know?
You can't
You just
describe
know
it
it because
but
you know? There's a song like that.
Well, and there was a lot of people protesting the fact that why should they put that in? If they do, it could mean a lot of people wouldn't fill out the form.
Right, because they know they'd come after them.
Because,
whoever.
Right.
ICE,
But
DHS.
we need as many people as possible to fill out those forms. That's
Especially
how
from-
New Mexico,
especially here.
and Doña County gets their money from the government.
Yes.
So luckily, that question is now out of the questionnaire.
You know what's funny? When you go for a grant, you tell what their demographics are. And we sort of pride ourselves on that we're 60% Hispanic.
Well,
But I guess with the census, that might be not so true.
yes.
But luckily, hopefully it's going to be a non-citizenship question. You never know what's going to happen. So
So
we
with-
got to keep going because
With
we
the
got 2
remaining time
minutes
we
left.
have left, a children's theater is putting on a children's play called The Reluctant Dragon. And it was on last night, and it's on today at 1 o'clock at Mayfield High School in the cafetorium.
In the cafetorium.
Yes? And then
Amador
we have,
Live. What's that? Okay.
and tonight at Amador Live,
Yes.
down there, they're having a bunch of bands.
All at once.
Including the
Called
Army
the
Brass
Clash of
Band.
Bands. Army Brass Band. Who wouldn't want to see Sousa marches?
Actually, they're very good.
I bet they're
And they
perfect.
tour
They
the
have to
country.
be.
You know, if you're in the Army and you're a musician, that's the gig to get right there.
Yeah, that's it.
You get to tour the world,
That's
really.
it. You really don't have to get killed.
And
Movies in the park.
we got movies in the park tonight, over at Young Park, and they're showing Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Young Park still has no water in the
That's right.
lake, so don't worry about mosquitoes.
No water in the lake. Ant-Man and the Wasp tonight. You ever
This-
see Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I saw
I missed
Ant-Man.
it.
Ant-Man's good, but Ant-Man and the Wasp, don't know about
Also, tomorrow night, Sunday, music in the park. There's 2 bands there, like they usually have.
Yes.
We have the Borderless Brass Band and Power Switch are the 2 bands.
So, Power Switch.
They're from El Paso.
Is that the headliner? Is that like a heavy? You said the.
No, I think they're going to wrap up.
Oh, well, that's a headliner.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Well, last week was not bad, except they did have a very mild folk singer who was sweet, but people that I knew there.
He was kind of low energy.
Hey Hector. Just mentioning your name because I know you're not
Low
watching.
energy folk singer,
Yes.
singing cover tunes and a few original songs.
It was sweet. It was
was
good.
fun.
You know, it was good for eating your dinner. We bring sandwiches. You bring a sandwich.
but we
did
couldn't
you?
wait for the Rockabilly Strangers to get on stage.
They were pretty good.
they
Those
were
guys,
fun.
actually, the bass player, the guitarist,
People got up
musically,
and
they were
danced.
great. They were great.
Everybody danced. It was a good time. We're out of time, Michael. We're out of time on our
We don't have
10-year
any more
anniversary
things?
show.
And your birthday, and now Mark is 43. Is that true?
Well,
Or 39?
at least. Did you know I was named after Abraham Lincoln?
Right, of course, because he's older than
Well,
you.
he
He was named Abraham.
I was named after he was.
That's right. He was named in about 1820,
That's
I
true.
think, and you were named in 1950
So thank you for joining us
something.
on the final show of June, our final Negroni show of Double Talk.
New drinks next week.
Right here on the Los Cruces channel.